and
Oddworld.
Hey oddballs, I'm your host Jensen, and welcome to episode 130. Well, Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate that. I did not realize that my episode, the last one of the year, was coming out on Christmas. So here we are. Also, the one that's going to ring in the new year, quite literally the first day of the new year, January 1st, that's when my episode will come out for the new year. And I feel like I need to do something big for that, but let's be honest, I probably won't. And that's okay. But you know what? Those who are born on this day, today, right now, hopefully are celebrating twice as hard, if they celebrate Christmas, of course. And I hope you are very celebrated today. And we're going to get to know you with the birthday book. So here we go.
Happy birthday.
Those born into Christian families on this day will inevitably have felt themselves marked out as special from an early age. Yet, they will also have learned to compromise. Today's celebrations are not focused exclusively on them. In fact, they receive less attention on their birthdays than their siblings and friends, and may feel that they are missing out. These dual feelings often persist throughout the lives of December 25th people, who are notable for their determination to achieve ambitious aspirations and, usually, their success in life. Although they are pragmatic and objective, the concepts that fire them reflect an imaginative and progressive outlook. Whether they are drawn to the potential inherent in science, business, politics, or the arts, they show a real ability to combine practical skills with intellectual insight. They often make especially effective researchers because of this combination of skills and their aptitude for organization and dedication to their personal goals. Individualistic as they are, December 25th people also have a sense of social responsibility, especially when they are born in the Chinese Year of the Snake. This leads them to enlist the support of others for causes they believe will illuminate or otherwise benefit the lives of those around them, or humanity as a whole. Originality, resourcefulness, and charisma contribute to their leadership qualities and their easy popularity. However, their ambition, strength of conviction, and high standards may place a heavy burden of expectation upon those whose interests they have most deeply at heart. They should also remember to show their loved ones how much they care for them. Their virtues are resourceful, idealistic, objective. Their vices are impatient, demanding, unsympathetic. So happy birthday, you December 25th babies. I am sorry if Christmas overshadows your birthday, but here you are celebrated. And I hope somebody celebrates you, regardless of the time of year that it is. I hope somebody celebrates you on your birthday, period. But if this sounds like you or somebody you know who has a December 25th birthday, let me know. And let's go ahead and move on to stories.
This comes from important-note 2639 on Reddit.
My story is not so much as a scary one, but more of a sweet story about a woman who wholeheartedly loved her husband until death did them part. My memory is a little hazy, but I will tell this story with as much detail as I remember. I was working as a post-life transporter at the time, mind you. I was still in training, so I was following the lead of my trainer. We had gotten the call around midday, I believe, about an elderly woman who needed post-life transportation. When we arrived at the home, it was absolutely beautiful. It felt so warm and inviting. A gorgeous stone pathway led us to the door, and we were welcomed in by her family. Before being led to see the woman we would be transporting, we talked with the family. One of their requests was that we try and get her ring from her finger to give it to them, as they had already tried and had no luck. Of course we agreed, and we were led down the hallway to meet her. Upon entering the room, we saw this beautiful, elderly woman lying peacefully in her bed. She lied there covered in one of those photo blankets filled with photos of her and her husband. I remember her room being on the smaller side, but looking around the room, there was so much love. Photos covering the walls with pictures of her family. As we got ready to transport her, my trainer started by trying to remove her ring. She tried every trick she knew to get this ring for what felt like 15 to 20 minutes. No luck. I asked her if I could try, and I remember being so nervous because obviously I've never removed a ring from a descendant before. I tried for a few moments and had no luck, but something didn't feel right. It was as if I could feel the pain of this woman and the devastation that it felt to have her ring taken from her. I remember just repeating over and over again in my head, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." So I stopped for a moment and I looked up at her again, scanning the photos of her and her husband on the blanket. I could feel the love she had for him. This immense, wholehearted love. She didn't want to let him go. I was just some tattooed girl she didn't know, trying to take one of the only things she had connecting them. I don't remember if I said it out loud or in my head, but I do remember saying or thinking, I know you love him, but your family really wants to keep your ring safe for you. I promise I will give it to them. After this, I tried once more to remove the ring from her finger, and it came off with no hesitation, no forceful pulling. It just simply came off. I remember my trainer looking at me in disbelief. She later told me that there is no way that ring should have just came off like that. In the end, we gave the family her ring, and they were so happy and surprised that we were able to get it off for them. I always think about this woman, and I aspire to feel and experience the type of love that she had for her husband. A real till death do us part. Well, I'm not crying, but you are. This is so sweet. But also at the same time, how wild is this? This poor deceased woman, even though she is deceased, she is still somehow manipulating either her body or something and is holding on quite literally to that ring. And after this person was like, hey, I'm just trying to get the ring off to give it to your family, and then it just came off. This gives me chills in the best way. And it really makes me want to cry a little bit because it's just so sweet. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this one other than the love that this woman had for her husband. They built a whole life together, and clearly there was a lot of love. I don't know. I just picture her departure from this world just so beautiful and everything. I don't know. I'm getting really cheesy about this one because it's just so damn sweet. I mean, I feel like this is something that everybody craves in life, and to literally, be dead and still have that piece of you that is clinging to love. It's just tugging at my heartstrings. I'm gonna have to move on to the next story, guys. I am so sorry. Honestly, you probably don't care about my feelings, but it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next story so none of us have to sit here and cry anymore. So here we go. This comes from Beneficial Sympathy 59 on Reddit. So I was walking out of my room to get something to eat. My sister was in her room, right across from mine, with the door wide open. I looked back because I saw her walking into my room from hers. But when I went in to see why, no one was there. It was weird because it was only 3 seconds later. I then looked into her room and she was at her desk in the corner of the room. I was so confused because it looked so real, but clearly wasn't. I asked if she went into my room and she said no. I told her about what I saw and she just dismissed it. But I can't stop thinking about it. It was a girl with long brown hair, black jeans, maybe leggings or sweats. I couldn't tell. And a white and black striped long sleeve shirt. I believe it could be my grandma, and she wanted to see me, but I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Has anyone else ever experienced anything like this? Please let me know. Okay, so you guys know I have to throw something scary in after something so sad and sweet. I can't not make it scary, okay? But just imagine it. You're gonna go get something to eat and you walk past your sibling's room, look back, and then you see them walk into your bedroom, which is literally across from theirs. You walk back in, which literally was probably about 3 seconds, and they are no longer there because they were never there to begin with. And I get the feeling that this person's sibling, because they said that it was in the corner of her room, I'm just assuming that it was probably in the corner of her room away from the door. So like probably like opposite corner or something like that, where it just literally doesn't make sense for them to run in and run out real quick. I don't know. It's a little freaky. It's a little freaky, but it could be this person's grandma. I will not deny that to them. However, why does my brain, because I'm a millennial, why does it go to thinking that this is a millennial ghost? Based off of the black jeans or leggings or sweatpants, whatever they're wearing, with like a black striped long sleeve shirt. If someone can recreate the picture that's in my brain, you will win a prize. I don't know what that prize is yet, but I don't know. It's a little late. I'm getting a little delusional, but point is this is freaky nonetheless. And hopefully they'll never see it again. Hopefully they'll never see it again. But at the same time, it's kind of cool because, I mean, you just saw a ghost. But I'm also curious as to what you guys think. So let me know. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And well, it's an odd world after all. Oddballs. Thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave 5 stars or thumbs up on whatever podcast platform you listen on. If you have any comments for this episode, comment below or head over to Instagram and comment on this episode's preview. To submit a story or for more information, go to itsanoddworldafterall.com.